So, got another Ninja 300 Honda Grom ride. This time with two mostly stock Honda Groms. They both have an exhaust, the Yoshimura RS9, I believe. And gonna have some fun in Bouquet Canyon, Spunky Canyon, San Francisco, up here in Santa Clarita. So, hope you enjoy. Alright, I'll cut up. As I mentioned last time, these things don't have very much of a high top speed, so it's kind of good because it means very little chance of getting on the wrong side of Johnny Law, because you're just not going to go that fast. So you got to be doing something pretty hooligan to get in trouble when you're in a Honda Grom group. And hey, for Ninja 300 riders, if you ever want to feel like the big bike, you know, this is the kind of group to ride with. You got twice the CC, probably over twice the horsepower. You're the big man. So, a nice little one cylinder, 125cc, fuel injected, little fun pit bikes, you know. Can't take them on the freeway. Can just enjoy them on roads like this. They don't require too much speed. So the route we're taking today is actually perfect for these little guys, except for Sesquito. That one can be a bit higher speed if you let it. We'll just keep it reasonable. In order to have a little extra fun, I might zoom ahead for a bit, but I'll just certainly hold up and merge with the group again. I've ridden with both these riders before. The Grom behind me was on my last Honda Grom video, and the Grom in front of me, it's a new one. So, I mean, they're both pretty new. The other one was practically new when the last ride. And now it's both of them have these little fun machines to scoot around on. Am I tempted to get one? No. I can appreciate what they are, and maybe they'll let me try one. But I'm a bigger guy, and I think the 300's already kind of pushing the logic. Due to technical difficulties with the microphone cable, it was a little loose this morning, and I was worried I would have this problem, and unfortunately it finally did happen. So there's no audio for this portion of the ride, but I can try to narrate still. This was some of the most fun I've had on the bike in a very long time, and I was pushing really hard. I was leaning off the bike and really getting some really hard turning in, so I was having a great time this day. I've cut out most of the straighter sections, but I was generally holding back a bit to make sure I didn't lose the Groms too much, but they were keeping up pretty good. But you can see here I'm way turned off, the bike kind of leaning off the side, so the mirrors are dead center. And I was doing that to help me, you know, really take these corners hard and, you know, keep the bike slightly more upright the way you can when you're putting your weight off to the side of the bike in the turns. And it just felt really good. I was not worried about my tires. I was just having a ball. So I'm really upset, actually, that I lost the audio for this segment. But, you know, it was a great time. So I'm trying to show you a mix of the left and right corners and some of the transitions I was making. When I'm leaning off the side of the bike and I'd get to a turn where I have to snap over to the other side, it's a really nice transition. You know, the lightweight 300 just kind of snaps over real quick, and your weight just kind of helps it go even faster. I saw a couple different groups with dirt bikes out there, not just here. It was kind of interesting. I like this part right here because I kind of felt like I was riding pretty hard right in front of the little restaurant there, and I didn't get it all leaned over, but I got a nice little turn there. This segment gives a little bit of an idea about the transition from left to right and how it kind of snapped over real quickly, and as I was riding up here, I had a little fun at the end where I kind of just swayed a little. This is a really nice segment of the road I liked a lot because it had a nice little mix of left and right, and I could really push it into the corners a little deeper. And, there's not so much blind. You get some idea what's coming, so you're not so unsure about what's next, and you can feel more comfort when you try to push it into the corners because they're softer corners to some degree. They're not so hard to tell what's coming. As you climb away from Bouquet Canyon, you start getting adjacent to the lake. There's not as many opportunities for really fun turns, but there's some of these you can still lean off pretty good and get a nice long curve there. The road's a little bumpy, so it's hard to have a lot of fun. So I finally got one of the Honda Groms catching up and passing me. So we'll follow him for a while, and as we worked our way towards and through Spunky Canyon. You may be able to notice as we start to go uphill, they start to lose a bit of speed because they just don't have that much in fourth gear. But as they go downhill, these little things pick up quite a bit of speed, and they're so easy to control. It's easy for them to take them through the turns pretty nice. Part of the reason he's getting so far ahead of me is I was holding back a little bit so we didn't lose the other Grom, which had dropped back a little bit. But also, like I said, he picks up speed pretty good on the downhills, and he knows this road really well because it's his home territory. So I let him take the lead and show us the way to go. So now we're getting into Spunky Canyon and working our way up the hills to the top. Now this segment's pretty technical in some parts, and it makes it a little hard, but mostly that's the downhill part coming up. This part's not so bad. It's pretty easy to catch up with them when the hills start slowing them down, even though he's so familiar with this area and he really knows how to push it hard. But as soon as the downhill starts, he starts to work his way forward again, and I'll have to fight to keep up. I've never been too good with downhill, especially tight technical downhill like you get here, or on the downslope version of the Snake, or some other places I've run. But I think I did alright for myself. I felt like I was having a bit more comfort than I usually have in these kind of segments, and I think I didn't slow down as much as I often do in these kind of roads, but you can see I'm bouncing around a bit. There's some interesting little mini sweepers in this segment of the road, which makes it actually a lot easier on the way up when we go back through here. But for now, it's still kind of nice, and you can see he pulls away pretty quick once he's on the downslope. So here we're kind of regrouping here and through the Green Valley, and I kind of pulled alongside. You can look at his exhaust there. And then I waited for the other Grom so we could all continue together to our stopping point at the gas station up ahead.
Oh, that's nice. Shelby Cobra. Ooh, the lake. You see that? That is cool. Rocks. Get another nice view of the lake. Alright, time for the fun. Softened up the suspension a little bit a couple days ago, the rebound and the damping on the Gixxer shock I'm using, and I think that's helping a little bit. Only the low speed compression. I left the high speed alone for now. I don't know, I think it's fine on the freeway. Going pretty good. Second gear. Nose this corner. There we go. Here's the Groms again. They're going pretty good, so I don't think I'm going to be held back by them. Besides, I kind of want to see what they're doing, because they guys know the road better than me. Turn I never feel that comfortable doing, and they just took it so easily. That was fun though. I didn't get the same exact jolt of energy, I guess, that I got out of first time through, but it was good. Good solid pass. It was still, I could push pretty hard, and I felt good. I guess I feel more familiar with the way in than the way out, so even though I don't remember roads, as I talked about in my last video very well, I remember the general idea. I guess that helps enough that I'm able to feel comfortable pushing pretty hard, even my first time through something. But on the way back, I still pushed pretty hard, I think, but I didn't feel like I was going as fast. Anyways, it was a good ride.